Yo, what's going on, guys? How are you? This is Red. So let's go over the week. Yeah, well, okay, so the Niners are going. Kansas City Chiefs are going to the big game. The big game. And it is coming up here pretty quick. There is a gap here, which always bugs me. I don't know why they need 2 weeks. It should only be a week. But anyway, not my decisions. Um, I like that the Niners actually went. You know, when a team does really well throughout the entire playoffs and everything else, and then all of a sudden they get knocked out in like the first round, even if they have like a bye, and they get knocked out in the second round, it's unfortunate to see because they might have deserved to go and they just had a bad game in the playoffs. But you know that's how the why the NFL is so important to watch and to pay attention to and to make sure that your team is up to par. Kansas City Chiefs are one of those teams that you didn't really think, at least I mean I didn't. I know that they have a great team overall, but I didn't think that they would be the center of attention right now. Um, I just didn't. So, you know, do I think that they can beat the Niners? E I don't know. I honestly don't know. If I had to bet on it myself, I would definitely not take them unless it was like a money line or like you know what I mean, like a plus something that was just as a small bet. Like if it was plus like 7 and I would get some triple my money back or something like that on a small bet. But I wouldn't take them. I'd just take the Niners, and that's my prediction. So I could be wrong. They might just come out and hold the Niners offense, and it also could be a very dud game considering the defenses on both teams are pretty good. So if that's the case, it might be a dud game, and it could be like a 13-7 final. But considering the Super Bowl ratings need to be up, I'm pretty sure it'll have some fireworks in it. Anyway, moving on. Let's look at the college basketball. Um, so Gonzaga and Baylor are basically in power rankings second and first right now. Baylor is first. They have less games played over the just because of their division is different. Gonzaga did lose to Michigan, which is why they are below Baylor right now in the rankings. Kansas has come way up. San Diego State still undefeated, kicking. They're at fourth in rankings just because the division has nothing to do with anything else. Whatever that may be, they are actually really impressive right now. Looking at Florida State, Duke kind of climbing back up in the rankings. They've had 3 losses already this year, which is surprising considering that they're supposed to be one of the powerhouse divisions. I don't know if you guys remember from a few years ago when Butler went crazy, right in the final, 64-32, 16 and 8s, and went all the way. Like that was a really crazy year to watch, and that was maybe I don't know 7 years ago now. I can't remember directly what year it was, but um, I'm watching them because they're like a team that plays with more heart than the majority of these big programs. These big programs, yes, they have a ton of money, they have great facilities and all these things, but they don't necessarily stand out the same way that some of these smaller places do, and play with the same kind of heart that you might see in some of the big places. So anyway, that's the college basketball wrap up. We're pressing right now. I actually didn't have that great of a week overall. I mean, I still made a couple of bucks, but it was a nail biting kind of a week. Okay, so and that just has to do right now when the college basketball is basically the only thing running that people like to play. The NBA also, I mean, they play a lot, but it's not as crazy when it comes to spreads and outright beats and different things like the college basketball is. But I only made a little bit considering. So it's not this is why I don't like the 2 week gap because it's not only is it a 2 week gap, but then after that it's just college basketball and NBA that most people are playing. I mean, I still have the casino running, and I still have the live wagering for tennis and random stuff like that, which a lot of people have been playing that, which is funny to me. I will never understand people that wager on tennis, even if it makes sense as far as money goes. But yeah. Anyway, so uh, right now running on the split for Easy Live and the standard live wagering that they had implemented, and the standard live wagering, and also we're gonna be. I guess the baseball's gonna be coming up here, so I might want to talk about that and the limits that I usually run with that. But that'll be for next week. I think I'm gonna save that for then. Um, so yeah, with the two things, I'm noticing a difference in volume. With the standard and easy, or whatever they call it, the plus now. I mean, when they brought it on, they told us the company name and different things. So I don't know. I don't know who their vendor is, or whatever it is. The one with the live video feed, right? Okay. So their players play that a lot more. I, it's a big difference on how many wagers come in than on the other platform, and I don't know why that is. I didn't know. I mean, the lines are basically the same. There's some extras on the video feed platform, but other than that, I mean, it's kind of the same. So I'm gonna keep you guys posted on some of the stuff coming up. I'll talk a little bit about baseball parlays because I hate them. But I hope you guys have a great week, and check back in, like, subscribe, and follow.